Stage 1, locks load, closed out. Rock, LC on countdown 1. Please verify range is green.
Rock, range is green.
Stromback lower is ended. Stromback's locked out, 77.5 degrees.
Stage 2, locks load, closed out.
Okay, there we go. Little technical difficulty. This is WagsCgo. Today is June 25th, 2017. And I cut the audio. This is nonsense we're hearing from them anyways. There's the chat screen. Most of these look like bots, so I'm going to turn that off. Go to full. It's very foggy, they said. I think we're about 2 minutes before the launch. I recorded the launch the other day and the landing back on the pad. They were using a triple engine or triple rocket engine, whatever, the first time ever to land on this pad in the ocean. They did show this fake because they were missing the they were landing in the water with the whoever was running Photoshop, and you saw the water spray out, and suddenly all the cameras went dead. Well, they only got one camera on the pad. This is billions of dollars they get, most of it probably from our government. So it's a good business to be in. We're at T-minus 30, so I'm going to turn the audio back on. We'll hear these guys, their bullshit as they go up into space here. Hang on one second. Let me, turn their audio on. Alright, let's hear this launch. I'll be quiet for a minute. I'll try to anyways.
Stage 1's pressing for flight. 15.
15, here we go. Let's watch this piece of
10. 9,
graphics go up
8,
in the air.
7, 6, 5,
Let's go
4,
full screen.
3.
There we go. Here we go, baby.
1.
In the fog. Holy shit, they're gonna go in the fog. Look at that Photoshop work. Did they hire somebody new? Wait, where'd they get this blue screen?
GC, move to post-launch pad operations to the
Where
pad on PadNet A.
Copy, Wilco.
Wow. Where is this view from? They can't even do this on the launch pad or the landing pad. They have 2 cameras. This is hilarious. I wish I could find a way to get a piece of this money, that's for sure. Getting the rocket business here. Maybe we'll go to Jupiter or something. Hang on. Look at that.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Hopefully you could hear them too. This is my first time doing
53 seconds
commentary
in the
on a
flight.
live
We've just heard
stream
the call-outs that engines are nominal. We've also got good status on the avionics system. We're coming up on maximum dynamic pressure.
Oh, look at that dot. Now, how many miles is that? That's 10 kilometers. That's 5 miles up. You could barely see it. Oh, it's going to go off screen. Hold down clamps, hit release Falcon 9, and we have begun our flight to polar orbit. Okay, let's see what happens now.
T plus 1 minute, 30 seconds into
We
flight.
got another 5 miles.
Merlin engines continue
They're
to perform
curving
normally.
sideways,
We've
heading
heard
to
a
the
call-out
ocean to
of
drop
inlet
this thing.
engine chill has begun. That indicates that propellants now are being fed to the front of the
Actually,
turbo
looks
pump
like it's
on the
going
upper stage
down.
engine to chill it as we get ready to light the upper
Oh.
stage engine.
Yeah,
in
they had
just
to cut
about
the screen. That
45
thing was
seconds.
going to the ground. I
We're
bet you
coming
it's
up on several major activities all at once. At about
billions of
2 + 2
dollars.
minutes and
What
24
happened to the
seconds, we
screen?
should have
Oh yeah,
the
let's
cutoff
see
of the
these
9
idiots.
first-stage engines, stage separation, ignition
Oh,
of the
that
upper
looks
stage
real.
engine,
Look how
and
real
right
that looks.
afterwards, reignition
Wow.
of 3 first-stage engines for boost back burn. Let's listen and watch together.
Yeah, let's listen and watch together. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, look how real that looks. And where's this camera? In the rocket?
Stage separation confirmed.
That camera has to be inside the rocket. Here's the GoPro curve. Alright, put those little... Whoa.
Baja AOS.
Whoa, what was that?
Coming
Come on,
up
put
on
your
2
little
+
fins
3
out.
minutes, stage separation.
Wow, does that
reignition
look
successful.
real? Look at
The
that
first stage
heat.
boost back burn is underway. We're coming up on fairing separation now around the 10 Iridium satellites.
That thing is so red hot, you could probably put popcorn on that thing. Oh yeah, now that little spray
Fairing separation confirmed.
in a vacuum.
3 minutes and 23 seconds
What's
into
it
flight.
pushing
You can
off
hear the
of?
applause at SpaceX. Smaller crowd.
See, here
Many
comes
of
the
our
fins,
folks
because
drove
that's
up
the rock.
actually
Now
to
the
watch
one on the
launch
left
from
is the
Vandenberg,
one that's
just
gonna
about 180
land
miles
on
up
the
road
landing
from us.
pad. Those little
First
fins
stage,
they just
grid
put out
fins
with the
are
holes in
deploying.
it,
You can see the new dark
that's
gray
what
titanium grid
stabilizes it
fins. They
coming
deploy a little
down
more
from
slowly
space.
than the old lighter weight
This is
aluminum
hilarious.
fins.
Watch this.
Second stage engine
Those
burn
little
continues
step
to
ladder
look normal.
foot
Chamber
pedals,
pressure is good.
like you step up in the
Trajectory
back of a
looks
pickup
good
truck.
for the second
That's
stage.
what keeps it stable, folks. And those little bursts you see, the little spray, that's how he's able to adjust the thing to keep it straight. Watch this. This is going to be hilarious.
4
Now, when they
minutes
did
into
this
flight,
scam the
you
other
can see
day,
the
I mean
grid fins are
this
fully
launch the other
deployed.
day,
We're listening for when the drone ship has what
just
they
as
call
they got to the
ALS,
landing pad,
acquisition
all
of
the
signal.
single camera went
That'll
out.
indicate the telemetry
You would think
from the
there'd be
first
cameras
stage
all
is
over it,
being
with the
received
little
by the
GoPros
drone
you could
ship.
put all around
The
that
drone
landing
ship
pad.
does not send commands to the first
You could
stage
even
in
have,
flight.
oh my god, you could have, what do you call it? What are those things, the little, that
4.5
fly in the air,
minutes into flight, the upper stage
it's new
engine
technology.
continues to
Maybe they
perform
can't
nominally.
afford it.
Stage 1 and stage 2.
Those drones. Put a drone with a 35mm camera on there while this thing's landing and have an incredible view, especially the one the other day that had such a heavy payload. They had to use 3 rockets. So it was a record for them to land a 3-rocket, reusable rocket, whatever the hell they call this thing, to land perfect. Oh wait, you couldn't see that though. The camera went out. But anyways, they came back to it and it's just sitting on the pad perfect.
Second stage
using
continues
3
to
rockets
perform well,
as
carrying
it
10
landed.
Iridium satellites to a parking orbit. The next major event
The one on the
is
right's
entry
hilarious.
burn. We will light 3 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage. That'll slow us down for entry through the atmosphere. That's a fairly long burn. Should be coming up in about 30 seconds.
Okay, now they're coming into Earth's atmosphere. So those little spray nozzles, the air, look at that. Did you just see that? That poof right there on the left. We're looking at the left screen. That little poof there. Oh, there you go. Now it's going to. There's no gravity where they're at. They're not even Earth's atmosphere yet. They're still up there. How? I'm not a physicist. How is that little air pressure turning that thing? There's nothing, no resistance to push against. They must have a special chemical they use that doesn't need
6
gravity.
minutes
Or
into
doesn't
flight,
need,
you can see the entry burn is underway on the Falcon 9 first stage. Bringing it back to the drone ship, titled "Just Read the Instructions," awaiting it in the Pacific Ocean.
This is hilarious. I hope I didn't have feedback there. I just turned off the mute.
Stage 1 AMTSS.
Look at this thing.
Entry burn is
Now
complete.
they should be in Earth's
The
atmosphere.
next burn will be the landing
Saw the burn there for a second.
So right now we're coming up
There's no heat
on
shields or nothing.
7
How's
minutes.
that
It's
thing not
actually
burn
6
up?
minutes and 40 seconds into flight.
It's got magic
Stage
paint.
1 is headed back to the drone ship in the
That
Pacific
fire
Ocean.
you saw for that second was it
continues to
entering
head
Earth's
south towards
atmosphere.
Antarctica as we head for a
know how it
parking
didn't
orbit,
melt, but
which
whatever.
is expected shortly after.
Now
takeoff.
these little fins you see, this is what gets me.
ALS
I'm
on
not
the
a
drone
pilot
ship
either.
means acquisition
but
of signal. The drone ship now
those
receiving
look like
telemetry
snowshoes.
from the Falcon 9 first stage.
Dude, that's
As
where
a
they got the
reminder,
idea
weather
from.
conditions are borderline out at the drone ship.
How is that
We'll hopefully see a
stabilizing
landing
a heavy
coming up here
rocket
shortly.
and keeping it straight? See, this is why they tell you not to think. Don't ask questions, people. Oh! They lost the link. Oh, it's back.
Landing burn is
They're gonna
underway.
lose the link right when it gets to the pad. Watch this. Ooh, now the fins. Look at the fins. The snowshoes are moving. Here it comes. It's gonna land. Oh, this time they're gonna show it. Oh, they got a new Photoshop, dude. Wow. Now, I only saw the jet burner turn on for what, 3 seconds? Yeah, they. Oh, why didn't we have a live view here? That would have been awesome. Now look at that thing going up and down. That'd be hard to land a helicopter on that thing.
Our drone ship in the Pacific
Look at
Ocean
the waves that thing's going. It's going up and down, and that thing landed. Those three little snowshoes.
At 8 minutes and 13
Oh
seconds
yeah, put a little steam out. There
continues
you
to
go.
perform well.
Was it
We've
dry
got
ice?
less than 1 minute before we go into our low Earth parking
This is the
orbit.
only camera view. Dude, don't insult my intelligence. This is ridiculous. Now look at this thing blazing. You're in outer space. Where's all this heat and fumes and exhaust? It looks like a diesel truck. There's no atmosphere. Well, how is this happening? Look at that tinfoil. Doesn't mind, you know what this reminds me of? Those Jiffy Pop when you cook them on the stove. I wonder if that's what we're looking at. Maybe we're looking at a piece of popcorn heating up in a Jiffy Pop thing. Ah! They zoom in and call it a $1 billion rocket. Look at this. Look at this. There's a lot of wind up in no atmosphere too. Look at all that shit flying around.
WagsCgo.
Confirmation, second stage engine shutdown. About 9 minutes and 14 seconds into flight.
Disregard all that
Waiting to hear
tinfoil
from the
flopping
orbit.
around in outer space. Duh.
And you heard the call out?
We got a fan blowing
GNC
on
confirms
that.
a good
Keep
insertion orbit.
That rocket.
So the first phase of today's
Shield
flight is now
mountains.
complete.
Fan
First
is
stage has
blowing
returned to the drone ship.
to Jiffy
Second
Pop.
stage is in the desired
We had
parking
to cut
orbit.
away 'cause the
We're now
popcorn all
entering a
started
coast
to pop.
phase. Falcon 9 second stage with the 10
Yeah, we
Iridium
gotta wait till
satellites
it's
still on
unpopped
top of it,
back
mounted
to
to a SpaceX dispenser.
This is such
are
a
heading
joke.
south, loop underneath the south pole of the Earth, passing over Antarctica.
Don't
come
ask
up over
questions, people.
Africa,
Because you ask
and
questions,
so
you're an
We
idiot.
will have
The
spacecraft
opposite of what they
deployments coming up
taught us.
in about 51 minutes, at about T plus 51 minutes into flight.
You ask
Actually,
questions,
52
you're an
minutes into
idiot,
flight.
you're a fool,
So what
you're
we're going to do right now, there's a bit of a long pause. We've got
we call
about
it
another 40 minutes
conspiracy
before we
jerk
get
off,
into the next major phase. So we're going to leave you with the
don't
animation.
ask,
We'll be
just
back
keep
on the webcast
on
at T
moving.
plus
Don't
50
worry about
minutes
what
with
you
live
just saw and it
commentary
doesn't make
that
sense to your
will
brain.
cover the
You're not allowed to
second
think.
burn of the upper stage engine, followed by a short pause, and then the deployment
Not only are you not
of
allowed to
10
think,
Iridium
you're
Next
not allowed
satellites.
to
So with that, we'll see
acknowledge
you
what
back
you're
here
really
at about T
seeing.
plus 50
So
minutes.
you are just supposed to listen to what you're told. This reminds me of when you're a little child and you go, why do I have to go cut the grass? Or why do I got to get a shot at the doctor's office? Because it's good for you. Because I said so. You know, your parents would tell you, just listen to me. That works for a while, but then you start going, wait, it doesn't make sense. No, just listen. And now that your parents are NASA, the government, the alphabet soup agencies, you know, do what you're told. The thing I don't like is you're not allowed to think. You're not allowed to ask a question. If you ask a question, you're ridiculed. You got people chasing you around on the internet, trolling you. And I don't know anything. So I'm not saying I have answers to nothing. All I'm doing is I'm an observer, and I was actually a professional observer. So going through space, they took the video down. I'm telling you, because all that tinfoil was blowing the hell all over the place. In a no atmosphere vacuum, what was that foil flying like it was on your stovetop? Jiffy Pop popcorn, or whatever the hell that's called. I'm gonna turn her out. I don't even know. It might still be. Turn this down. Yeah, let me cut this out. I don't even know what they said. I can't hear them. My earphone is right now on that. So I guess I was offline too. It's saying reconnection successful. So I don't know how much of this you missed. I don't know. I gotta check it out once it's done here. They had a cut. I don't know what you saw or didn't see here. I'm on live stream. I should have recorded this too. When the tinfoil was going, that was the best. The landing, I forgot to turn the camera on the pad till after it was down, and they threw some dry ice on it and blew it out. Like when you're at a bar and they do that little trick there on the stage. You people believe this crap? All I know is someone's stealing our tax dollars, and someone's getting really rich. That's all I could say. Follow the money. Part of that system. But they can't even spend some money on a couple guys to make a video at least look half real. I mean, this is what joke they think. They don't even care about how fake it looks. And you know why? Because it doesn't matter. Because nobody's going to ask a question. Nobody's going to say, hey, that's kind of fake. Or that doesn't look right. But you know what?